Hi guys, sorry about that little bit of delay there. Welcome back to Motorsport Manager. Now this is the last race of the season, and I don't know if you saw me mention it in the previous episode in the little blurb, about the video. We're going to take a little hiatus from Motorsport Manager, not just for a little while, after this season anyway, just to wait until I get my face cam, my webcam in. I just feel like starting the new season fresh with the new webcam will be good. Hopefully, the webcam will be here before this particular episode goes out, so we can carry on in season 5 and keep pushing out. Because it is the last race of the season, let's have a quick look at our car parts. It's not quite going to make it full, I don't think. What can we do to increase that? So let's get rid of that. We need to keep pushing that one, don't we? And we'll get rid of that. I don't think that's going to help really. So we're not going to get the full performance benefit out of this gearbox, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's still a big improvement for next season. We're not going to be using it obviously in this race, but it is still a big improvement for next season. Get a couple of sponsorships available to us after this race, and obviously we'll do what we normally do and bring our new youngster in. We're going to target 7th or above for 1.32 million. We can't say better than that, can we? Is that just qualifying and race, or is that for both? Because either way, if it's just for the actual race, 700,000 be good. Plus, we actually make a profit for this race. If we get half of that, we won't lose too much. If we get all of it, we'll actually make a profit in this race, which will be interesting. First time we've been at Guildford. It's my first ever time at Guildford here. It's the first time we've been at Guildford in this series. I'm going to adjust my mic slightly. And sorry about any noises you may get from this. Just want to bring it a little bit closer to my face so you can hear my wonderful voice just that little bit more. I say wonderful. I have talked about this before. Fairly monotonous. I'm going to try. Guys, I am going to try to be a little bit more jovial in the way I talk, shall we say, a little bit more, well, not monotonous, I guess. I still need to get myself a proper mic. I think that's part of the issue. I don't think how I'm talking is getting across. I still need to adjust this. It still isn't quite right. I'm just spitting into the mic here. So yeah, job 1 is getting the face cam, getting the webcam sorted out. Job 2 is to get a microphone, and I need you guys to help me with regards to the microphone. I need a cheap microphone. So if you can, give me a link for a decent cheap microphone, one that's not too big, it's not going to take up too much space. I'd appreciate that. I didn't see how long this track is, but we're going to go to mediums. I kind of want to just push on the mediums, to be fair. If we can get a one-stopper out of this, great. I don't think we're going to get the one-stopper. But see what we can do. So let's try that, I guess. Stick on the mediums. Send these fuckers out. Yeah, take the practice. Send out. Stints. It's going to be the race trim for 8 laps on the mediums. Same for Vosu, except he's on the qualifying trim for some fucking god knows awful bizarre reason. So we've got to get him sorted out. Overtake, attack. Come on, Vosu, get this sorted out. Give him a hand if you have to. There you go, overtake and attack. Get this on full speed. Let's sit on Lara for now. Although we'd rather Lara sit on us, wouldn't we, lads? Yeah. Which I don't know, she might be a fucking minger. Either way, she's going to be fairly rich, so, swings and roundabouts. Would you like a sugar mama who's younger than you? I certainly wouldn't mind. Don't tell my wife. She's not happy with the ballast. It's fine, we can get that sorted out for you, my girl. Get that sorted out right now. Alright, so Vos is happy to handling. We're going to wait until after Lara's come in to get him in and then out again. So, Lara, talk to me about this ballast. What don't you like about it? I don't think there's going to be too much I can do with the ballast, actually. I may be wrong. Let's push it even further that way. We're spot on the handling really to begin with, except we can't do anything more about it. I want to go this way, I feel that may be the best option. Let's push down on the acceleration to here. We'll go with that. Same stint, 8 laps, same tyres. Let's get going. Let's go to Vosu. We do have level 1 for race trim and the mediums. 4 minutes into this, so I don't think we're going to be able to get the qualification bonuses out of this. I wanted to get the softs and at least level 1 qual, but I don't know if we're going to do it. So Vosu says nice work with the distribution. That's alright, mate, that's fine. We haven't even had to bring him in yet. I don't think there's been any complaints from him yet. So we're going to get one more lap on Vosu and then we'll... Oh, okay, there we go. That's the first complaint, that's fine. We'll bring you in, mate. We'll have a look at your balance. So you definitely want to come down, don't you, on that balance. Keep going on those mediums, mate. Alright. Same ones, yeah. I'm really hoping my face cam's going to turn up today, guys. It may turn up while I'm recording this, you never know. If it is the case, if it turns up while I'm recording this, obviously I'll skip out real quick. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to cut it. I'm not going to cut it. You can hear my conversation with Trevor, the postman. I don't know his name. I'm just giving him a name. I'm giving a name. I could have gone with Pat, but it seems a bit obvious, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't really fancy you calling him Pat. He'll get pissed off if I call him Pat. Thing is, where I used to live in Colchester, I did actually know that the postman's nickname was Turkey. So I used to call him Turkey. And he didn't mind. I don't know why it's called Turkey. Though I do know his nickname's Turkey because I'm friends with a guy who used to work for the post office and they used to work together. There's nothing amazing. Right, let's bring Lara in. I don't know why I told you that story. It's not really a particularly amazing story, is it? Saying that, let's bring both guys in. Let's get Lara out first. We're going to get qualifying trim, hopefully. So going to get 3 laps on these. We do get the chance to go on softs. I'm worried about it being wet, you know, so I'm wondering if I might want to go on inters. But so let's push even further away on that cornering. And where were we before with the speed? Miles up here, weren't we? So let's come back a little bit on this speed too. That may do the job, may not, but we'll have a look. Right, Vosu's great. I am not going to fuck around with it too much. But I will just do that. So I'll be happy with great. But I'll be even happier with excellent, obviously. So let's get these guys out. We do have the level 3 knowledge for the race trim and the medium tyres. Hopefully we can get at least level 1 for both of these. I would like to get level 2. We really need that monetary boost. We really do. Plus, it's going to be our home race. We are from the UK. This is basically our home race, so getting a good result here is very much needed. He's loving the handling. Great. Lara, can you talk to me, girl? You're setting new faster sectors. I mean, we are massively pushing the car, but I mean, Blasi's not even pushing. And yeah. So you didn't like that speed balance. Okay, yeah, we'll get you in on this lap, alright? I was saying it doesn't even matter. We'll sort it out for you in the next race, girl. Okay? You just keep going round. You try to get me level 2, okay? Not going to happen. We're not going to get level 2. We've got level 1, though, for soft and qualifying trim. Yeah, we're not going to get another lap round. A little bit disappointing, but it's our first time on this track. So I'm quite happy with that. So you're not happy with the gear ratios. That's okay, girl. We'll get that sorted out for you. Okay, we've got Q1 coming up. And Vosu's fucking delighted. Of course he is. Still going to finish like 18th though, aren't you, mate? You're going to fuck it up for us. Let's go have a look at Q1. It is raining, so we're going to take inters. Going to go wets actually, aren't we? That's what we're going to have to do. So let's go to qualifying trim, and we'll take the soft tyres because you never know, it may dry up. Qualifying softs, car setup. So yeah, instead of this setup here, we use that 93% setup. Not going to use it. I'm just going to go straight onto wets. I think it's going to just get wetter and wetter and wetter. It's the UK. Of course, it's going to get wetter. So we're at 87 there. You want a little bit more top speed, I should imagine then. How much more though? Let's dial it back just a touch, shall we? Like that. Will you be happy with that? Get you on the wets as well. They're both on wets. And off you both fuck. 660 grand if we can get 7th here. Nice bit of cash. Dollar. Money. Get them both out. Stick them on auto. And we are going for it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going for it. I'm hoping we're going to get a decent wet lap. And then around about the 5-minute mark, it's going to start drying out so everyone else gets fucked. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just going to stay wet. Doesn't bother me too much. We do better in the wets. I've been saying it for the last 4 seasons. We do actually do a lot better in the wets. So I'm hoping it's going to go our way. I think it slows everyone else down, but it really does help us out. I'll say that now. Blasey will still fucking get the world's fastest lap ever. Do it in 30 seconds. Vosu's setting fastest laps at the minute. Mikhailovic with a good lap. So Vosu 117, Lara just slightly off the pace there. Faster than Blasey, Mikhailovic faster than us. But these guys are using wets, whereas Blasey isn't. It's not a bad lap, I guess. Let's check out Lara's setup. I think maybe pushing for 7th in the qualification is a bit much, but we'll still get more money than just winning. So there's 89%, and we're at 87 before. So what's come down? What's come down? Can we just a little bit? Because I'm hoping that's it. I'm hoping that's it. Same wet tyres, girl? No, inters. Get you out on these inters. Quickly. Inters, mate. Keep the same setup. Just go out on these inters. Fuck off. Quickly get out there. Everyone else is still on wets. If we can get another lap out, I'll be happy. So we are the first to go out. Who's 20th? I can't tell because I can't see the thing. But people are starting to come out now for their next lap. And they will probably be on inters, I should imagine. A lot of guys in pits, out laps. A few guys still on wets on their out laps, but a lot of them on inters now. And it's going to dry up just towards the end a little bit. Lara's setting a new fastest sector. It's going to get smashed out of the water by someone, without a doubt. She's quicker than Vosu still. Yeah, someone there, Wulfrath. So Lara and Vosu go into 1st and 2nd, but obviously we've got a lot of guys out who may knock us out. It's not about getting 1st and 2nd in this particular qualifier, as long as we can get through to Q2. That is the main focus of this. So who's out still? Taylor Mins are out still. So 8th and 9th. We go through. So we're going to go to Q2 now. Any big names? Blasey. Fuck me. That improves our chances. And Giuliani. Those guys going out in Q1 really does improve our chances of getting the sponsorship objective. It's looking sunny as fuck. Yeah, it's going to be sunny as fuck. Right, so 93% there. If we get a little bit more on the cornering, that's what I'm wondering. Everything else pretty much the same. I'm going to take softs. I'm guessing we're going to end up getting locked into these tyres. Yeah. So Vosu first out. No fucking around for him. Let's get this sped up. Obviously auto, because I still haven't figured out what I'm doing there. But do you know what it is? Do you know why I haven't figured out what I'm doing here? It's because all of these have been recorded in the space of about 3 weeks, and I've not actually stopped to look. So I've been doing these. I've been doing the Football Manager series, both of them. I started doing that Pokemon series, which I then just kind of fucked off, I have to admit. I just couldn't be asked of it anymore. I've mentioned it several times. I just couldn't be fucked of it anymore. If there's enough interest again in the future, I don't know, sub count goes up, I may look at doing it again. Until then, nah, fuck them. And obviously we've got the Crusader Kings 2 playthrough. I'm fucking loving the Crusader Kings 2 playthrough. If you've not seen it yet, we're going at a slightly slower rate than I would like, but it's still pretty fucking good. So Lara's still got the fastest lap so far. Vordfrath just knocking her out of the water. Holger's knocking us out of the water as well. Don't know why I say knocking out of the water. We're getting knocked out of the fucking park. That's what I'm trying to say. But Vos is the slowest person on the track at the minute. Lara's just about holding on. I'd like both of these guys to go through to Q2 if possible. So where was that one? Right, okay. Let's try that. Different set of tyres. Go through to Q2. We're talking about it already in Q2. That is an improvement. I'm happy with that one. New tyres again. Can we tweak that just a touch more? I wonder. That's too much, isn't it? About that. Yeah, we'll try that one. May get us an excellent at the top. So these guys are going back out again. We know that much. We need Vosu to be faster, though. I don't think he's going to be faster. If Lara can finish 7th in Q3, then wonderful. That's what we need. What was her time? That was 10. It was just shy of 108. Was her fastest lap. We'll see it in a second. Once that disappears, 107.98. That's not bad. It's not bad. We're going to get a flying lap out here. Don't know if everyone else will. Probably be able to. But we've got a flying lap, so that's the main thing. Can Vosu get a faster one for us? He can't. Lara didn't either. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. Unfortunately, Vosu's going out in Q2 in 13th place. Maybe even behind that, because Minter and Taylor are going around. Lara could probably lose a couple of places here. In fact, Lara probably will. Looking at Taylor's score. Taylor's having a good lap. Lara goes through to Q3. Don't know her finishing position yet, but Vosu is 13th. A little bit disappointing, but still a good effort from Vosu there. He'll obviously get knocked down to 20th. But so, big names here? No. People who have surprisingly got through this far, basically, including Vosu. Right, Q3. Rain? Rain? No, sunny as fuck. Of course it is. Oh dear. So, what's the forecast is okay. This is 96%, so that was another beautiful little change. We are locked into those tyres. A bit disappointing. We're going to go with the older tyres, I think, just to make sure we don't use them all up. I don't even know how many laps this race is. I should have looked. Don't even know. It's going to be, what, 30, 32 maybe? 34? 32, 34? I'm hoping it's going to be like 28, to be honest. So, come on, Lara. Overheated perfect. No, not good. So what did she get? It was 117.98 was her fastest lap, wasn't it? Perhaps she can get that again for us. She's down on the pace a little bit. .109.113. That's not a good lap, girl. You can't say it felt good to you, because that is slow as fuck. So track grip's going up. So let's go out on some new tyres, shall we? Yeah, so we're off target now. See, Lara? See? I told you it was shit. So let's get these new tyres on. Get those ones. Don't know why. Can you get out there and do a better job this time round, please? I'll need a perfect, or at least a good. That's what we need. Perfect. Come on, Lara. You're, oh, fuck me, you're 1.1 seconds behind Critchley. That's where you need to be. Overheated perfect, okay. Well, this won't be an improvement, unfortunately. Fastest lap, what was it again? 117. That's a faster lap for her so far. It was 117.98, wasn't it? That was her best. It's an improvement. It's an improvement. It's not going to be a big enough improvement, I don't think. Up to 8th. Oh, just behind Critchley. We're not going to get a second one out. That is 660 grand if we've missed out on Lara. You fucking disappointment. All you needed to do was be that little touch faster. That was it. Sworningen's still out, so Sworningen could probably push us down a little bit. Amura got the fastest lap, and that is the qualifying ending. Where is Soinen? Soinen has finished, that's fine. Mikhailovic, not going round. So Lara's in 8th. That is a little bit disappointing, let's face it. So Christian and Channon, the guys we're looking out for with, was it Grand Motorsport, was that the name of the team? We need them to finish below both Vosu and Lara, by quite a long way, preferably. I need them both, or at least one of them to crash. That'd be ideal. Preferably Critchley, actually. I think he's the faster of the two. Obviously, I know Shannon's up here, but Jacob Vosu has no chance of catching Wakano Amura. Blue Racing suck. Well, I'll tell you what. Fuck you. 3 things in life are unavoidable. Yeah, that's fine. You can stay. Had a great stands at Guildford. Great day in stands at Guildford. Blue Ball Racing did okay, but not on P1. Blasi's already been crowned champs. Yeah. Yeah, she was too far ahead of everyone else. There's not many races she's not won. She didn't win the last one, though, did she? No. Lara won that one. Vosi was shit, but Lara won the last one. So let's have a look at this car setup. We're locked into these tyres. What about you? It's 23 laps, is that it? 18 to 10, 11 to 13. I'm going to go that. 15 laps of fuel. Everything else can remain the same. So how many laps are we going to get out on these tyres that you're locked in onto? 5 to 7. Okay, well, you're going to get pit stop guru. That is the plan for Lara. So pit stop guru and race trim. Race trim. Don't know why I said it like that. And you're going to get race trim. And do we want light footed? If we get light footed, we might be able to do it all on the softs actually, as opposed to the mediums. Just do that. Yeah. Change setup. Go those. Everything else can stay exactly how it was. Yeah. Yeah. Driver strategy. Normal for us. Smash it out. Kick ass. Take no names. Amura, Landvik, Holgson, Channon, Wulfrath, Pernett, Critchley, no broken neck, and Lara. Mikhailovic, broken neck. Soinen. They're your top 10. I've done a top 10 because it's the last race of the season. That's how much I love you guys. That's not how much I love you guys. I just felt like doing a top 10. Lara, for some reason, sticking the brakes on and fucking things up straight away for us. Vosu up into 11th. Lara, mate, seriously, you need to resolve that. Thank you. Up into 7th. Back down into 9th. That felt good, did it? Not for me, it didn't. Vosu's doing a better job than you in a minute. He's behind you. Now, it's a nice bit of play there, over at Lara, I have to admit. Well done. Up into 6th. Vosu into 10th. Lara the fastest lap. It's not going to be the fastest lap overall. What was that lap? That was 1:10. Why the fuck can't you do that in qualifying? That's the kind of shit you need in qualifying, that is. Right, let's go back on these tyres a little bit. We're going to fucking melt these tyres otherwise. Right, so Lara's got 33% charge. Let's use that along the back here. Vosu in 8th is going to use his charge as well. He's now into 7th. Lara getting another faster lap, 109. Come on, girl. Why couldn't you have done that in the fucking qualifiers? On the inside, up into 1st. Blasi down in 13th at the minute. I'm hoping it's going to be a case of Blasi's just kind of giving up because she's already won. I don't think it's going to be the case, though. So Lara is in 1st at the minute and Vosu in 6th. It's a good start. It's a good start. Got to keep a desperate eye on these. I don't know why it's a desperate eye, but we've just got to keep an eye on these tyres. We are getting a little bit better than I thought we would with these tyres. I thought we were going to be a little bit behind. Vosu's down into 7th now. He is losing the battle down there. I'm not expecting much more from it. It's up into 4th though. 3rd now. Holy fuck. Well done, Vosu. Can you get a bit more? Can you catch up with Amura, please? Give him a little bit of a battle. Try and take him off our tail. Was that a 2.9 second gap? Vosu's got a second between him and Holgerson, and he's got about half a second on Amura. He's closing that gap now, though. Lara increasing the gap. I think Lara may come in on I don't know. What do we want to do with Lara? Do we want to push her a little bit more? Get one more lap out of her and then come in for new tyres? I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get one more lap out of Vosu in second, you beautiful bastard. Yeah, I think we're going to get Lara to go one more lap and then we'll bring her in for new tyres. Sorry girl, that's just how it's going to be, alright? Amira is on the tail of Vosu, but Vosu's going to push. Lara's going to come in. 18 laps remaining. Should we just put her on soft for the entire thing? How are we looking? Need to check this shit out, don't we? I fucked that one up before. 12 laps worth. Yeah, we'll go with a fast pit. Yeah, we'll go with a fast pit. We're going to get her to dial back on this fuel though. Vosu closing the gap down to 2.2 seconds. It was a 4-second gap. The strategy for Vosu is to allow the teammate through, so let's go to Vosu now. We'll keep an eye on Lara over here. She's going to drop a few positions, but there's going to be a couple of guys going into pit as well. It's a good pit. She's going to come out in 16th by the looks of things. Vosu's got himself a nearly 5-second gap between him, well, just over 5-second gap now, between him and Channon. Channon's going to have to pit before he does as well. Let's dial back on the fuel and conserve these tyres a little bit. Just try and take this a little bit more and try and eke it out. We want to try and get a one-stopper for Vosu, I feel. That is the plan for Vosu, a one-stopper. Can Lara make use of these pits? Up in the 14th now for Lara. So Vosu does have an 8-second gap between him and Pernette. Pernette is going to be pitting soon. No, you're not going to do that, okay? What you are going to do though is use hybrid mode and just eat this fuel out a little bit longer. I got my words out in a minute, guys. I'm struggling now, I don't know why. Lara into 12th with some good driving. And let's get her to... No, we'll stay neutral. So Vosu is 8 seconds ahead. He still has 2.5 laps of fuel to go. That's not bad at all. We know that these guys are going to have to pit soon. Blasi's not going to pit though because she's got mediums. She's going to probably close this gap down rather quickly. Alright, so let's go conserve on these... Conserve? Let's conserve the fuel a bit more. Lara into 10th. Good little play. Everyone else on mediums apart from us, Minza and Critchley. So that may be the reason why we're doing so well here. Let's get you to conserve that fuel just a touch more. And we will get you pitted on this one, and we're going to give you some softs. I feel like the softs are going to be enough, to be honest. I'm going to go 16 laps worth of fuel. No, 15. Yeah, 16. Might as well. No recharge. I'm going to do a fast one. We're going to come out in 14th, supposedly. Probably don't need to conserve this fuel anymore, so we'll get him to push a bit harder. Lara in 9th. Good work. Apparently it's low fuel, so we'll go to overtake and neutral. So it's a 7-second gap between us and Blasi. Blasi's going to overtake us easily. So is Minza. So we know we're going to go down to around about 14th. Let's go to Lara. Lara. So she's up in the 6th. Vosu's going to come out in 17th, is that? 15th. That's not bad, that's not bad. Lara in 5th still, like I say. How many laps remaining? Just over 10 laps remaining. We're going to get her to push and overtake. These tyres can... Yeah, we'll have a little bit of a push just to gain a couple of positions. So Lara up in the 4th. On the tail of Cooper in 3rd. Vosu still in 15th. Is on the tail of Taylor. Lara in 3rd now. Got Giuliani just ahead of her. Blasi's just flying ahead again. As she does. She's not taking it easy despite the fact she's already won it. Vosu into 14th. So let's dial back on these tyres again and on the fuel. Try to catch up with him, but without killing ourselves. Vosu into 10th is on the tail of Wulfrath. So it's Critchley and Wulfrath, we need them to finish below us. Lara into 2nd with a nice little play there. Sorry guys, I keep turning around to checking the door. I keep seeing like shadows near the door. I keep thinking that's going to be the webcam. Here's hoping, hey. I'd love that to turn up today. Lara, 2.5 seconds ahead of Giuliani. 10.5 seconds behind Blasi. Vosu into 7th now. It's not a bad race for Vosu, really, considering. We're going to get a conserve on these tyres, though. Lara, we're going to get you to attack and overtake, actually. We're going to do this lap. Then we're going to pit you for some new softs. I'm going to give you 11 laps worth of fuel. How many laps remaining? 7. 10 laps worth of fuel. Car conditions fine. Battery recharge, no. We'll take a balanced one. Lower that risk. We're going to come out in 13th no matter what, by the looks of things. But we just want to try and increase this gap. Might as well just kill the tyres and the fuel while we're doing it. So where are we now? We're 6 seconds ahead of Giuliani, who's probably going to pit here as well. I should imagine Critchley's going to pit. Holgerson won't. Blasi's pitting. That's good. Don't know how much we're going to be able to do with that. Obviously, Vosu, we're hoping he's not going to have to pit at all. Let's go to Vosu. He's in second. He's on the tail of Holgerson. We're going to switch to neutral again on these tyres, because apparently he's not getting enough heat in. Lara out in 10th. That's a good pit, that's a very, very good pit. Very happy with that. She has gained 9th now. We know Holgerson's going to have to pit before Vosu. We know that for a fact. So Vosu is currently in second. He is 2.5 seconds ahead of Shannon, more or less. And half a second behind Holgerson. But we know Holgerson's got a pit. We know that. Lara is up into 9th at the minute. She's miles behind 8th and 7th, so we're going to give that a little shunt along the back there. Vosu may be able to take, I'm saying he's a second behind Holgerson, but I should imagine Holgerson's going to pit either this one or the next one. Holgerson will have to pit on the next one, that is without a doubt. We are catching up with him. His tyre degradation's going to be through the fucking roof. Blasi the fastest lap. I was hoping Lara was going to hold that, but never mind. We've got more than enough fuel to see us through this for both drivers. We're going to get you to go and push as opposed to attack, catch you up. Fulfrath is going to come in. Amura, Channon, Holgerson all going to come in at some point. Vosu is in first though. Shannon is on his tail. We need Shannon to drop in at some point. I don't think he will. With only 2 laps remaining, I don't think he's going to come into pit. Lara's in 6th. Now, I want to kind of concentrate on Lara, but at the same time, because Vosu is that far ahead, I want to look at him. I want to see Vosu actually win something, you know. Where is Critchley? Critchley's... Right, so she's lost a part, apparently. So she's lost her spoiler, but she's in 4th now. We're back down into 5th. That was a nice little bit of manoeuvring from Pernat. Should be able to take him again. 3.5 seconds. Okay, we're going to get you to push on these tyres. We're going to come in for the last lap any second now. We're going to get you to attack on the tyres. I want a double podium. We're not going to get first and second. Blasi's just too quick. In fact, I don't think we're even going to get first. Blasi is just far too fucking fast. Let's get you attack on these. Come on, Lara. Get me a double podium. Vosu, I need you to hold on to that lead. Lara into 3rd. We're not going to catch up with Blasi. Can we hold off Pernat? Please, can we hold off Pernat? There's a first for Vosu, and it is a 3rd for Lara. That is a fucking cracking finish. Shannon and Critchley, unfortunately, did very well too. So I don't know if we've got enough to overtake those guys. Overtake Grand Sport Motors in the standings. We've got a hat-trick there though, which means I don't know what a hat-trick does. Apparently we've got a hat-trick achievement, and that means have one of your drivers win 3 races consecutively. Interesting. I didn't think we won 3 races on the trot, did we? I know we won 2. I know we got a podium in one before that, but still. Anyway. Scrutineering of the cars. No rules broken. So, Blasi, unsurprisingly, got the fastest lap. Vosu got double points at the end there, got up to 40. And Enrique Lara got 36 points. Just double points there again. That's a nice end to the season. Blasi just ran away with it, look. So Lara got a 2nd place finish. Vosu got 13th. Shannon Critchley done really well as well, unfortunately. We do finish 4th. We got ahead of Grand Slam Autosport by 2 points. That is an excellent finish. We're only 10 points behind all in all. The end of the season was a really good end of the season for us. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with that result. A double podium for the last race of the season. What a way to end for season 2. I mean, we couldn't ask for anything. Well, we could ask for something more. We could have asked for a 1st and 2nd, but Blasi was just too good. I think Blasi's not going to be here next season. I think her team have managed to get promotion. I forgot to look at that standing. I think she's with like St. Dog Lake or Dragon Tooth Lake or something like that. Some weird motorsport name. It's a pretty cool motorsport name though. I think they're an American team. They've got to be an American team with a name like that, haven't they? Like Dragon Tooth Lake or whatever it is. So we came 1st in that race, obviously. Morale's gone up quite a bit. Toby Hart, yeah, 90%. Marketability's gone up. All good. So we're in we're 8 grand in debt at the end of the season. It's a lot better than what we've done last time round. So Blasi is with Dogtooth Lake Motor Group, and Wulfrath was there as well, so I should imagine that they have gone up. Let's have a look at the teams. Yeah, Dogtooth Lake Motor Group, and they're Canadian, so I wasn't far off with my American guess. So yeah, they go up. Yeah, it's unsurprising, isn't it? They got £11 million for that. I wonder what sort of money we'll be getting for our 4th place finish. About 9.8, do you reckon? 9.8. We're going to obviously do what we normally do. We're going to hang about. We're going to push to the end of the season. Let's go to these drivers real quick. We are going to promote you in place of Lara because of marketability. Saying what's her marketability now? 21%. Yeah. Pardon me, burping. So, Amura, interview. Accept the interview. You use team orders in the race, which is saying to the fans. In this case, I felt it was justified. There we go, 5% up. She wasn't even involved in the race. Vosu blocks the competition. Ruby Smith and Toby Hart. Okay, we'll have a word with those guys. Let's have a look at our... So this is Ruby Smith. Kind of need to hold on to her for now, don't we? The gearbox isn't very good. And Toby Hart, we definitely want to renew Toby Hart's contract. He's too good to let go. You're currently on 63 grand. We'll offer you 77. We'll give you VAT, and we'll give you a nice big bonus just to keep you here. So if we get 2nd or above, because I think you're on 4th or above before, weren't you? Yeah. We'll give you 90 grand again, actually. 96. Because you weren't too worried about that, were you? So we get 1 chance at this. I want to give him more than that. I want to make sure we keep him here. That is the intention. Wages aren't very important. Okay, well, we'll risk 77. Ruby Smith, I don't think we're going to replace... I'll tell you what, we'll have a look. We'll see who's about for designer-wise. I kind of want to keep Ruby Smith. She is good. But then again, I mean, that's 602 grand though. I can't afford 602 grand. Callum Hamilton, the engine's not good enough. I mean, 61 grand. It's tempting. Reginald Bristow, all-round good guy. No improvement there. Is British though, so it kind of fits in with the rest of the team. Brakes. The gearbox and the engine are alright. Who's free? Anyone down here? I think we might have a look at Callum Hamilton. Because suspension is a very, very weak point for us. Obviously, we want to work on the engine as well, but I think we look at Callum Hamilton. Let's approach him. What parts we got? Reliability plus 25. Unlocks an additional grade component. That could be handy. Reliability plus 2. We'll think about it. I'm thinking Bristow, or Bristock, or whatever his name was. Who is fairly cheap per race? I mean, how much are we paying at the minute for her? 136. Okay. So if we set a cap of 215, Jim Harris. No, suspension's terrible. 241. I say if we set a limit of 250 grand, depending on how good they are, we may go a little bit higher. Reginald Bristow. What things do you know? You know one thing, and that's not very good, is it? So I want to see if we can get a guy with good little bonuses as well. So Gia Rain. Nose, plus 20 to max. Produce an additional part for no extra cost. That's a good thing, but we don't have the ability to use Epic yet. Philip Wolf. What's that? Plus 25. No. Plus 50. I think we need to look at that Callum fella. I wonder if we can get anyone better, actually. What about Frederick Kelly? How much are you? You're a lot of money, aren't you? What about if we up our target a little bit? So Mitchell Abrahams. Nah, not good enough for the money. Callum Hamilton. I think it's got to be Callum Hamilton. We're going to approach him. He's got some relatively decent... No, he hasn't really, has he? That one's fairly decent, but adds a lot of build time. That's performance minus 5%. Oh, I don't particularly want to keep the same person. What do you know again? Plus 20 to max. That's during the race. But you got a decent... Okay, we're going to try... We're going to renew her contract. So wages aren't very important. So we're going to offer her the minimum. We're going to give her a long contract. Because, well, she may decide that she wants to hang about. We can, for nothing, basically. Give you 90 grand again. I think you were 90 grand before, weren't you? We'll try that one out. We'll try a cheeky one. Do have some sponsorship slots available coming up. The car repair is complete. That's fine. Can we get this sorted out? That's the question. Is that going to go up before the end of the season? That is the hope. That is the great, great hope that we can get these parts up to snuff by the end of the season. 29 days after the race. There's no point trying that for 1 point, isn't there? We just want to get this up. They usually don't have any problem getting it up. Just ask the wife. So, let's look at the money. Don't care about these retirements. Prize money. Received the prize money. £10.3 million. That is good. Manager of the season, Nicolas Dubois. How come it wasn't us? Driver of the season, Eva Blasi, unsurprisingly. Landvik has confirmed a retirement. Olin retiring as well. That could be interesting for us. That could be very interesting. Now, we've got 10 million there. Finances. Next year's car. We've got nearly 6 million set aside for next year's car. What's happening here? So who's come down? Scanstrom GT. I remember them having some good drivers. I think Olin was with Scanstrom, but Olin's gone now. They've got a couple of youngsters. Griffin and Noveth Costa. Crash happy. As long as you can keep that going into the next season, you know. So let's see what Toby Hart has to say. Contract offer accepted. So he's got to be slightly more expensive, but we do keep our fucking top-notch, our top-notch engineer. That's not bad. That's £3 million plus 700,000 up front. We're going to accept. Oh no, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. We can hold off a little bit longer. We don't have to do that straight away. See if we can get some more offers. Pre-season start, GT Challenger. We've got some sponsor offers. Did the part, did that gearbox get as good as we needed to? That is the question. I don't think there was enough time to do it. I mean, it's still going to be an improvement. I don't want to design next year's car yet. I can't have a look at these parts. I don't think we managed it. We've got some more offers here. These are the offers we're going to have to work with. Second or above, 1.25 up front. We're going to take that. And the reason we're going to take that is towards the end of the season we were getting podiums, so that's what that's my sort of thinking about it. Obviously we've got this one here, 7th above, 600,000, and that one's 9th above. We get 450,000. That's probably going to be the one we're going to use starting next season. So let's go and design this car. We're not going to do delivery. I'm going to do delivery myself. We're going to wait until the start of next season. We're going to get the basics in, okay? So, we are going to go slightly more expensive. We're going to start with the battery. we're going to take that. We can't use hybrid mode next season, so we do need to keep an eye on fuel economy. Now, tyre wear, weak and medium for tyre heating. Material supplier, medium tyre wear, weak. Fuel supplier, fuel efficiency, medium. Improvability, very weak. But we're going to take that one. Fuel efficiency is very weak. That one's weak and medium. It's very weak, very weak. I'm going to take that one. It's going to be an expensive car this year, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure it is. Do we want to take weak for the tyre wear, tyre heating, as opposed to medium weak? I think we do. And the brake supplier, I want to go there. I really do, but I think we're going to have to take the middle option. $10.749 million. That is a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lot of money. What happens if we change the engine to this one? It's only the improvability that seems to go down. A little bit on the fuel efficiency, but not huge amounts. We're going to do that. We're going to go the Hammer engine. We're going to take a slightly lesser engine. I mean, what's that, last year's? Or is that... Yeah, that's last year's. So we went with the same engine. Oil. We've gone for a much better one. The brake supplier, well, the material supplier. Let's have a look at material supplier. We have gone with a lesser one, actually. No, we've gone with a better one. Sorry. The brake supplier, same guys, is it? No, we went with the much better one, and a battery supplier, which we know is the same. I'm quite happy with that battery. I like that battery. You don't get much to start with, but it's the amount of charge you get with it. So that is going to be the chassis for next year's car. £7 million. We've still got 10 million in the bank. I am really fucking interested in getting some new buildings and upgrading some buildings, but we really do not have the money to afford it. Really don't have the money. I'm still tempted to take that one, but let's see how things go. Obviously, we're going to get 2 more deals after we get a couple more races in. Mail. What's the mail got to say? Contract renegotiation. She wasn't happy with that. Okay. You said wages aren't important. Let's try that one then. So you get a wage bonus for next season. You get an improved money. You get improved money for next season. So at the minute we're going to be losing 1.26 million a race, and that's something to do with our sponsorship. I'm sure once we get that £300,000 in, that's going to improve. Let's have a look at the contract then. She's happy with that one. That's fine. We're keeping the cost a little bit lower. I say a little bit lower. Her contract's actually gone up. But the point is, it's probably going to be cheaper than trying to sign someone in. So let's have a look at our last couple of sponsorship offers. 12 races, £4 million up front. That's 300,000 a race. 14 races, £500,000 a race. So what's that? That's going to be £7 million plus that up front. That is our best per race offer, I think. So we are going to take that one. Oh yes. Not much up front. Not much up front. But, you know, it's a little bit like Keira Knightley. Not much up front, but a lot in the back. So, I don't know, has Keira Knightley got a nice ass? I'm sure she has. So when we look at this now, 770 grand per race. Can't argue with that. And obviously if we was to take this one, that'd be 300 grand a race lost. If we were to take that one, well, this guy, we would be making money, but I'm not sure we're going to get 880. I'm not sure we're going to get seconds often enough. Certainly not in qualifying anyway, so I feel like this is going to be either this one or this one. They're going to be our best options. I think that one's probably the one we're going to go with. It's more doable. So let's go back to our drivers. Let's get Lara promoted again. She needs to be our main driver, really. I'm going to piss off people again. I don't really fucking care. We've done it for a reason, girl. The other one's there just for the money. Tyre simulations. Nahui. Hated by own mechanics. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. So, running some early simulations with a new car, and I think they're games to be made with tyre. 2.5 million. Yeah, go for it. I want to be able to do one-stops. Not like the shop one-stop, but I want to be able to do one-stoppers. Pushing right through here, aren't we? Christ. So Vancouver is going to be in 50 days, apparently. Still haven't built a car yet. Simmons snapped up. Giuliani joined Sandstrom. Fuck me, that's a good signing. £8 million a year. Moussa Dembele. No, it's not really Dembele. Ribbon's been cut on their new simulator. 4.5 million. Now, they are building new places. That's the thing. I'm tempted to just... What do you need for that? Level 2 design centre. I want to get the design centre, but it's £8 million. We don't have the money for that. Request additional funds. Pre-season. Okay. Okay, we can wait. We can wait a little bit longer. Fuel supplier breakthrough. That's 2.5 million for fuel efficiency. Oh, fuck me. No, we're not going to afford that one. I don't think that's worth it. I think we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to spend money on new parts. And there's the livery edit. Now, unfortunately, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm teasing it. That's what I like to do. In the next episode, well, I don't know when the next episode's going to be because I'm waiting for this webcam to turn up. So, as soon as the webcam is here, I will start doing Season 5. You'll get to see my ugly mug in all its glory, and we will design the new car. But do leave me a comment. Tell me how you think we've done. Obviously, I know that progression's been slow. I would have liked to have been promoted by this point. I fucked up last season, but this season's been a great season. I need a hashtag Enrique Lara. No, I don't, because it's not Twitter. No one else on Twitter would follow it, so never mind. So, yeah, please do comment. Give me some tips. Tell me where we're going to need to improve. Should I spend the money on a design centre? It's a lot of money to spend out, but we do have some sponsorships coming to an end. Or should we just really focus on parts? And then, if we get promoted, go for the design centre then. Do like and subscribe. Share it with your mates. Hit me up on Twitter at Keggedy. And check out the other playlists too. I'll see you when I see you. Cheerio.